It's Brainwash with Dr. Tom and vocal cords with Peggy Hustad, the Eagles' Desperado.
Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences, open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. All right. I chose this song less for vocal quality. I mean, I think Don Henley's got a great voice, but I don't think you think of him as like the best male singer on the radio or anything like that. More for the songwriting aspect. But there can be a lot about a song that makes you want to sing it. Whether the vocalist is technically, expert or professional as a singer or not. I like rock more than any other genre.
Yay!
But anytime a songwriter mixes another genre with rock, that is a way to pull me in. That is a way to get me. So I wish I could say I love country, but it's more when it's got a rock backbeat that I really, really like it. So I feel like the Eagles are a good country rock kind of band. Let's see. I also like this song because my church covered this song recently, and I had not thought of it in the sense of, you're missing out on love.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You're missing out on God's love and how He can really rescue you. And so it had this extra spiritual level, and it was also how destructive things can be for you if you aren't reaching out for others' love or for God's love. And so I really thought, gosh, that has a whole nother dimension, and I don't know if they wrote it with that kind of level or not. But seems like when I was thinking about love songs, a lot of times I liked them more when they had this extra level to them.
Well, it seems to be an important part. As a songwriter, do you try to write something with many levels to it on purpose, or do you think that a really good song has those levels inherent?
I do try to get deep when I write, especially when I'm trying to do Christian songs. And from way back in my AP English days, I'll try to really pack it in with lots and lots of supporting details for my theme and things like that. So, and that sounds really technical.
Do you have footnotes to your songs too?
Yes. What I meant was, and can I add this too? It's not going to fit in, but I want to add more. So I try to have a lot packed into my lyrics, and actually that's been one of the criticisms, is that sometimes I'm too wordy, so I'm trying to back off of that and be a little bit more simple and have some more repetition, and so people can have some comfort and familiarity with it.
All right, it's Brainwash with Dr. Tom and vocal cords with Peggy Hustad. Queen, Somebody to Love.
Each morning I get up, I die a little, can barely stand on my feet, take a look in the mirror and cry, Lord, what you doing to me? I've spent all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief, Lord. Somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? Yes, Queen. Queen has a special place in my heart. because I actually met them.
No way.
Yes. I was like 13 or 14 or something, and it was after their concert, and I was spending the night with a friend of mine, and we snuck out the back in the window, and we caught a taxi and went and saw them, in a hotel, which was really, I wouldn't suggest people do that when you're a teenager. That's really not very smart, but luckily we were fine.
So were they performing locally or what was
Yes,
the
they were in Greensboro at the Greensboro Coliseum, and it was before the game, before Another One Bites the Dust made them really, really, really big in America. So there weren't that many people hanging out, after the concert.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very accessible.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was it you, the fan, or your friend who was the fan, who drug you there, or how did...
I was not as much a fan as she was.
Yeah.
But I became a big fan after I met them.
Yeah.
I had like all their albums and sang all their songs over and over. So I love them now.
All right.
Yeah, so that had a lot of why I like them to do with it. And I also like how they blend genres because, I might not listen to opera, but I'll listen to rock opera with Bohemian Rhapsody. Mm-hmm. I might not listen to gospel music, like old-timey kind of gospel music, but Somebody Love has this kind of a black gospel choir rock kind of sound to me. Mm-hmm. And so Somebody Love is really fun to sing. And Freddie Mercury he was so passionate and emotional, and he had this really neat vibrato. And I remember reading something about he loved torch singers, and he's trying to sing like that. And I think it has a spiritual theme, but he's definitely sort of alienated from God and feels really desperate, and he's got all these struggles, and he's saying, "Where are you?" and that kind of thing. So there's a song that I wrote, and it could be partly from the theme of alienation. It's called Deeper Than a Well, and it's talking about how your life can really go the wrong way, even if you've been kind of raised right and gotten all kinds of good influences. And you were trouble way before you were born, your unwed mother an object of scorn, like all the rest kept you safe and warm, thorn in her side, a lover last, a fighter first, your good fortune you made a curse, and all your life you always came first, used us all dry.